Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very small video and it's going to be cosmetic changes to both our M3 and our M2. MMR Performance have sent us a pair of paddles for each of the cars, so we're going to install those. So this video is going to be unboxing, taking a look at the product, and then also a small instruction manual on how to fit them. So we'll start with the titanium finished paddles, which are these. I'll just show you them in more detailed. So these are fully machined, really nice finish, and they feel like they're really good quality. They are quite a bit longer than the stock ones, and the reason why people change these it's a small mod, kind of brightens up the interior, and also when you're turning corners, some people find the OEM ones a bit small, and because these are extended, it's just easier to change the gears. I haven't decided which way around they're going to go yet, which car, but we'll decide that shortly. And these are what they call the dark aluminium, so slightly darker, still a brushed finish, so you can see all the detail. Most of the paddles I've seen, this part that connects to the mechanism is actually plastic, but this on the MMR ones is actually machined as well. And on the back of them, they've got these nice little Allen key bolts, just give a really kind of motorsport look. I really like them. So Hash is going to install these now, show you how to fit them, and then we'll have a little look at them installed, and I'll go for a drive and see how they feel.
With the battery disconnected, you're ready to remove the airbag. Using two holes on the side of the steering wheel, I use an Allen key. There's two spring clips on either side. Push one. Nope. One side. Same on the other side. Once the airbag's forward, disconnect the plug. With the airbag removed, you can see a T20 on either side holding the paddle in. Just undo the screw. And your paddle will come loose. And remove the plug connector. With one paddle removed, do the same on the other side. Now with both paddles removed, we'll go over to the desk and swap the switches over to the MMR ones. With the paddles removed from the car, I've put them on a nice clear desk because there is a spring inside there which you don't want to lose. So to start with, there's a small pin just on the top of the paddle which you want to push through. It pops out the other side, which then releases the switch from the paddle. Spring inside there is what you don't want to lose. So that's all you need out of there. And on the new one, you can see there's two lugs on either side, which uses these two white lugs on the switch. And just pops on there like that. So just line the hole up again, and then you can see one side has a smaller hole, one side is bigger. So the smaller side through first, just push it back into place, and that's one side done. With that one done, do the same on the other side. Push the pin to release the switch. Make sure you don't lose the spring. And again, locate the two lugs and push the pin back through. As you can see, it's quite easy to swap the switches over from the old paddles to the new paddles, and now we're going to refit them back into the car. Now with the switches in, we'll refit the paddles back into the steering wheel. First, feed the wiring through the hole. Bring it back into the inside of the steering wheel. Once it's in place, you can screw it back in. And then reconnect the plug and locate it back into its place behind the metal shielding. Same on the other side. And then just tuck the wiring back into its original place. And you're ready to fit the airbag back on. Plug the connector in first. And then just push the airbag back into place. With everything now reassembled, test the paddles to make sure there's no play, which there isn't. Now I'm going to reconnect the battery and Imran's going to go out for a drive and test the paddles.
With the paddles installed, it's time to go for a drive and see what they feel like. As I said, they are only a small modification, so I'm just interested to see what they feel like when you turn in the steering wheel, if they're a bit easier to grab, and what the actual click function of them is like, whether it's like the stock ones. Yes, I know I'm nearly out of fuel. I haven't driven this car for a while, so I'll go to a petrol station after I get back. Yeah, so initial impressions are they do look great, as I mentioned. They do suit the BMW interior. The brighter ones are actually quite a good match for the brushed aluminium on the door handles in the M3, and in the M2 the darker ones kind of match the aluminium features you have around the air vents. So they both probably work in the cars. I personally like the silver ones. I think they're pretty cool. In terms of the shifting, yeah, they feel like stock, which is a good thing. What you're always worried about with changing something like this is that it kind of doesn't feel as reassuringly positive as the stock item, but this definitely does. And even if I change from like the bottom half or the right at the top, still shifts in the same way, which is cool. So yeah, overall really happy with these. Small mod, as I mentioned before, but a positive one. I think it's something that you'd notice every day, because they're there, and if you're using it in manual mode, it's something you'll enjoy using all the time. Thank you for watching, guys. If you want to watch more of our videos, you can watch them over here. If you want to watch what YouTube suggests that you might like from our videos, you can watch them over here. As always, if you haven't already, please like our video and subscribe to our channel. If you've got any questions for us, please drop them in the comments below and we'll do our best to answer them for you.